It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New York Jets and the New York Giants. And it comes your way next.
It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, these Giants seem to be a team on the improve. They won their first playoff game since Super Bowl 46 last year. Now, what needs to happen to take that next step?
They just need to continue to amass talent, get those guys going, and become contributors. And on the offensive side of the ball, become much more explosive in the passing game.
Well, meanwhile, for the Jets, even putting the quarterback situation aside, this is an exciting time for them right now. Yeah, they were just 7-10 last year, I get that. But they're building a roster that's potentially got some future stars involved.
They certainly are. Remember, going 7-10, they were 7-3 at one point last season. And they finished the year with the offensive and defensive rookies of the year. So you know that this roster is really on the rise.
It's the battle for New York, or New Jersey for that matter. The Giants and Jets are underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be, someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that will be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former 2nd overall pick, now in his 3rd season out of BYU.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Wilson. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Wilson. That's complete to Cobb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. The two Wilsons, Zach and Garrett, teaming up there. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing, Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways. I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now Jones. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on third down, Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Jones, he's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Off play action. Jones. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger from 10 yards out. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing is Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Cobb. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. Here's Wilson. Caught by Cobb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Again, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. There's Wilson to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 5-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. This 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Up the middle with Barkley. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there, and what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Barkley, inside handoff, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Deontay Banks there on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Wilson. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall. Fights him off. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Wilson. That's complete, and once again it's Cobb. Touchdown! Randall Cobb from 19 yards away. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. Powering his way forward. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 43-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Paul on a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure, the Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to Cobb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Darren Waller. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. Down at the 25.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On the draw, this is Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Wilson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And the tackle there by Micah McFadden. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because As the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sean Robinson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught by Cobb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And from his end zone, here's Gary Brightwell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The 71 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Jones on 1st down. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Saquon Barkley. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for him, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 24, Jones. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. To a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 81 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
There's a nice play by Hall, who was hitting his stride and more, and looking like a franchise back when a torn ACL ended his rookie year at 7 games. We all saw the electricity. We felt it before he went down, though. The expectations very high for the future star here in year 2.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
This now a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll give to Hall. Ooh, and a juke. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A handoff for Hall. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than trying to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his third touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed,
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Off the play fake. Jones. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Jones now looking to throw on second down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Robinson, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now Jones, and he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Gano's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Zerline now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, here's Gary Brightwell. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Shepard will go in motion right. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, headed 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 37-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Here's a give to Hall. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Now Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, an even 90 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. He finds Wilson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Wilson on first down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. Wilson. He dumps this one off here. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And the Giants ready to come out now. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And for running a few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. That is caught, and he will have the Giants first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll run it again with Barkley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. It's Barkley on the counter. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Gano's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here's Wilson and the Jets down by a field goal, 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down. Wilson to throw. Alan Lazard. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here pulled in by Lazard.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.